to offer you guys. Basically, who is AEP Texas? This is the areas that we serve. As you can see, we've got, mostly down here in the south, but we do have areas in the north and in the Abilene, San Angelo area. Over here, Marfa and Del Rio, we love it.
Yeah.
So, AEP Texas is broken up into two companies. We've got the AEP Texas Central, which is down here in red, and AEP Texas North in the aqua blue color there. And then as we do have the co-ops down here in the valley. You do have the Metro Valley and Medina. And we also have down in the valley, we have the only municipally owned company that's PUB in Brownsville. We are regulated by the PUC, which means that they will approve on our rates and tariffs.
Wow.
And again, this is the utility deregulation. So Texas, as you can see, and some of the northeast states are now deregulating, but most of the countries are not. So we're in Texas, so we have three major grid interconnections, east and west, and then ERCOT stands alone. So basically what that means is that we have our own, we don't have to do the multi-state programs to get any of our, rates and build transmission lines. So what happened after deregulation, we now have, let me just tell you this all. So here we have the generation, transmission, and distribution, and how we get the power delivered to your own business. So as you can see, 42% is just consistent of natural gas, 18.2 nuclear, and 15.9 coal. And again, this is after deregulation. So we have broken up. As you all remember the old CPNL days, we used to have generation, transmission, as well as the retail part of the company of the business. So now it's broken up into three segments, as you can see in this slide. So we all, everything falls up to the reps, to the retail electric providers, and they issue the bills to the home business.
Go ahead.
This is an interesting slide here because what this is, we capture all of our meters. We monitor this every month. And so as I showed you the first line, all of the AEP Texas, so 6 of the 11 top cities and all of AEP Texas are here in the valley. And it's just close that much. What I was going to also mention that, been looking at the percent of growth. I mean, it's phenomenal. Edwards meeting at 2.3, but a lot of these cities that you see down here towards the bottom are inching up.
Chiselly.
Seeing a lot of growth. Why don't you just take it over?
Also, just want to talk real quickly about the Texas grid, right? As you all know, we've been continuously experiencing tremendous growth throughout the state. Some of the growth, I guess, is due to the industrial commercial loads, especially in the data centers and crypto mining. So those are some of the leading factors, right? Then to put it into perspective, we also want to make sure, say for example, your local HEV of Walmart is about equivalent about 1 megawatt of load, right? So some of the large manufacturers right now are asking for 10 megawatts to 20 megawatts of load. And in perspective, I guess some of the data centers are requesting 1 gigawatt of flow, right? So that's like if your HEV or your Walmart is 1 gigawatt and somebody's requesting 100 megawatts, that's 100 times, I guess, the load that they're requesting, right? Now imagine a gigawatt of load for the data centers. That's 1,000 times, I guess, the equivalent of an HEV or a Walmart. So just to put into perspective, I guess, some of the load that we're facing. What are we doing, I guess, to provide, I guess, some relief to the area? I guess we're building a transmission line, I guess, from Del Sol to Frontera, which is the line in yellow. Because the Del Sol is a substation that is in Rio Grande City, and it'll be connected to another substation in the Mission area, which is over here in the south. Just to put it into a bigger perspective right now with all this request for the loan, we're also recently, I guess, in the phase one of the installation on 765. 765, we have different transmission lines, which is a 69 kV, column 38, and the 345, right? The newest one being the 765. 765, this is the first proposal that we're doing. These are the different options that they're analyzing. And I guess the ERCOT will end up making a suggested recommendation of which path, determining one single path, I guess, to provide service from the solar station to the Howard station, which is Fort Stockton to San Antonio, pretty much. Also, I guess it's important to note, I guess, is maybe emphasize to your local legislators, right? I guess that eventually 765 is going to be required down here as well to be able to provide relief, I guess, to be with the amount of load that we're requesting, you get to be wider. So that's also another future proposal. Might be years down the line, but I guess it's something that was going to be required at some point in time. I guess that this should need to provide some relief. So the line in yellow, I guess, is in San Miguel to Crucic, which is located probably in Heavenville. And we're also building a line from Heavenville down to Del Sol, which is probably tied into the previous project we just talked about, right? So there's a lot of growth, a lot of load that is going to be required, and we're working on ways, I guess, to be able to provide the relief that the city's needing. And that's, do you all have any questions that maybe that would have? Yes, sir.
So 765, is that done, Neil?
765, it is. So AEP Texas is going to be working in the first phase of the solar to Howard, which is a permanent Fort Stockton to San Antonio. That'll be the very first phase. Right now, as we saw on the different paths, they weren't cheap. Well, they had a wide array of different options of they're proposing, right? The ERCOT will eventually come into a decision of the local, which path I guess are going to be taking, I guess, to be able to provide that connection between those two substations.
As Alice unbid at the effect of the last legislation point, correct?
Correct.